Hey, Capt here, preacher at large, teaching the word inspiring, 3 minutes at a time. Hey, today is the National Day of Prayer. So I simply want to highlight some prayers in the Bible that you can go look at, because I believe that we should be praying the way the Bible brings out prayers, in addition to the other ways we pray. And of course, we all know that we have the Lord's Prayer in Matthew 6:19 through 15, right? That most people know, but there's a whole ton of prayers throughout the Bible, and especially in the New Testament. I want to throw out some of these for you. You can go back and rewind, and hopefully today you can go back and do a little bit of research on these verses and see just how most of these are Paul praying for people and for churches and how he prayed. Because I think we ought to emulate Paul. If he thought it was good to pray a certain way and for certain things, that we should also pray the same way. So Philemon 1, 1 through 4. Ephesians 1, 15 through 20. Ephesians 6, 19 through 20. Romans 5 and 13. Philippians 1, 3 and 5, and 9 and through 11. 1 Timothy 1 and 2. 1 Thessalonians 3, 1 and 2, 5, 9 through 13. 1 Thessalonians 5, 23 through 24. 2 Thessalonians 1, 11 through 12. 2 Thessalonians 2, 16 through 17. And that's just to touch off. Now, these last two, I actually want to pray for you on this National Day of Prayer. A couple Captain Logos ago, I prayed the first one here in Colossians 1, 9 through 14, and the second one's going to come from 2 Thessalonians 3 and 16. Now, thanks to Pastor Dave, who has gone through this already, and he shot me a lot of these. I'm actually going to compile a whole list of every prayer in the Bible. I'm going to put it together. I'm going to throw it up there for our men's fellowship. If you want it, let me know. Once I get done with it, take me a couple weeks, but I want to go through every prayer in the Bible and compile them, right? And so let me pray this prayer in Colossians for you today on the National Day of Prayer, and from 2 Thessalonians 3 and 16, right? I pray for you and ask that you be filled with the knowledge of his will in all wisdom and spiritual understanding, that you walk worthy of the Lord, fully pleasing him, being fruitful in every good work and increasing in the knowledge of God, strengthened with all might according to his glorious power, for all patience and long-suffering and joy, giving thanks to the Father who has qualified us to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in the light. He has delivered us from the power of darkness and conveyed us into the kingdom of his Son's love, in whom we have redemption through his blood for the forgiveness of sins. In the last verse as I close out, 2 Thessalonians 3 and 16, now may the Lord of peace himself grant you peace through everything in every way. May the Lord be with you all. Now, go get your face in the Bible today and say some prayers.